okay.
Order. 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 All right. We will have a short recess. Please clear the gallery.
Well, that interruption in Nova Scotia's legislature has put the province's budget on hold. Singing, up there, you see it, stalled the final vote on the bill late last night. Protesters opposed to cuts broke into song just as MLAs were about to begin. Nova Scotia legislators will try to vote again on that budget this week as the province's government plans hundreds of millions of dollars worth of cuts to address a large deficit. Brett Ruskin watching this for us. What exactly do the protesters want here, Brett?
Yeah, so they are unhappy with this budget, David. We know that it was a busy night last night, as you saw there at the legislature at Province House, with, again, just moments before that final vote set to pass the Appropriations Act that would authorize the government to enact and pass this budget for the upcoming year. It was around 11:40 p.m. late last night. They were almost to that final vote when the members of the gallery, again, members of the public, unhappy with this proposed budget, began singing, began disrupting that final vote. Here again is a look and a listen as to what happened there last night.
It's okay.
Order. 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 All right. We will have a short recess. Please clear the gallery.
So again, that was what happened over the course of that final vote. Eventually, the proceedings were adjourned for the evening. The House business will resume later on this afternoon around 1 o'clock local time, but we don't know exactly when yet that final vote will be rescheduled to. The government House leader says it'll be sometime later on this week. David?
This is, Brett, all about proposed cuts to programs. What exactly is being targeted in the proposed budget?
Yeah, so this proposed budget, lots of cuts involved, not only to the civil service and kind of internal government operations, but also to grants and funding for community groups, for mental health support, for arts funding. There's museums, there's tourism information centers, community organizations as well, all being hit in some degree or another by these cuts. From the government's perspective, they say that they have to make these cuts because of a high deficit, around $1.2 billion now, deficits that have been trending upwards ever since the pandemic, David.
And Nova Scotia hardly alone with financial strains. In fact, many provinces are showing deficits, but let's look particularly at the Maritimes.
Yeah, so Prince Edward Island, for example, a couple of months ago passed its budget. Fiscal update since then, looking at the highest deficit in that province's history, around $360 million there. New Brunswick last week passed a deficit with the highest, passed a budget with the highest deficit there as well, $1.4 billion. And so lots of provinces all in the same boat with high deficits and hard cuts ahead. David?
Brett Ruskin in Halifax, thank you very much.